Morning. It's a wonderful day. It's kind of dreary here in Florida, but I can't complain. We don't get tornadoes, so can't complain. You don't get tornadoes, then why can you complain? Actually, we do get tornadoes, but they're tiny tornadoes because for a tornado to really go at it, you got to have some land to go across. We just have this little peninsula, and just not much going on. So I think yesterday was like 77 degrees. I get 77 degrees in July. It's because of all the rain. Been having rain like nobody's business. Dang. But I can't complain about that either. Thinks Lake Okeechobee's got a little bit of water in it. Anyway, cool things going on. And I really have to thank my friend Milan Kovacs for inviting me to do a variant cover for his indie comic book, All Stars. Well, not All Stars Are Bright. And it's a really cool comic. I get to do one of the variant covers, so I'll show that to you tomorrow. I'll finish it up tomorrow. I started it yesterday, and today I have to do this. And then I have to teach college. So college doesn't take too much time, and I've pretty much got it all. I've been doing this for 30 years, so I can teach college without too much stress. Anyway, so I love it when I lose all my viewers first thing. Okay. Do I, let me see. Do I have a, no, I don't. There. No, I don't. Where's, let me see. Okay. Actually, that's a good thing to show. Okay, so I'll show this across the banner. Okay. This is what I'm going to show today because the work covering, I think Milan Kovacs is going to drop by and we'll talk about his comic book. And while I'm working on the cover, he can talk about it. He can show you all the cool people that are involved in it. Some really nice stuff going on in the comics. So yesterday, or the last time I was on here, I took yesterday off because there's all types of lightning storms all in the area, and I just wasn't going to take any chance. I just got this big, beautiful 27-inch iMac, and I wasn't going to have some lightning storm whack it. No way. So I decided to be cool and take the day off, and it worked out all right. So now I'm on page 99. I got to work on page 100, which I haven't even drawn yet. I've got it in the sketchbook phase, and I've got it blown up into a large thing that I can trace onto a bristle board and then finish that up. So, I'm going to have to get on that. What I wanted to do was to videotape the whole process with my phone and then upload it to StreamYard. Well, it'd be on StreamYard, and I just download it and then show it. But just finding time to do all the things I want to do is two different things. So I'm working on this, and this is the page where Grandpa is taking the widow Hartman to the preacher to see about it hitched up. And I'd like to open up maybe page 2 if I could find it. I can find page 2. Where did I find page 2? Page 2 is right here. Page 2 has some colors I want to use just to stay consistent about the color of the building over here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. That better. I get big enough so I can shave. Get old like me. I start to go. So here we go. There we go. I have to try to stop, make sure I don't sound like Bob Ross. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Much as I like old Bob Ross. He's well, a great sleeping aid for me. I watch it. His voice is so soothing. Or you know what? I'm taking a nap. Anyway, comics are getting more and more fun. I get to do a variant cover for a really cool indie comic. It's getting better than that, guys. Covers are always fun. They're just like, you know. Of course, I can get the cover done for this thing. Boy, am I lazy. That's my wife. Got on the exercise bike yesterday, though. That's good. Got to really watch that because getting my age, you know, you never think you're going to get here, but then it comes and you're there. You have to keep up your exercises because if you don't, it'll come back to haunt you. And exercise because in your 70s, you go downhill. Now, what you have to do is make sure you're not so far, weak and out of shape that you really go out of here and go downhill. That's why Jack LaLanne could, at the age of 90, pull a tugboat with his teeth while swimming. He was always at a very high level of fitness, whereas I can't say that for me. No, I wouldn't say that for me. But so we've been looking at that, and we're gonna kind of yellow that up. I'm gonna give that a few things there, just to make it a little different. Don't want everything to look exactly. See the Anyway, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun doing this. This character is one that everybody who's ever been a teenager, and whether you like it or not, I was a teenager once, can relate to. I'm a big comic fan when I was a teenager, man. I have thousands of comic books that have gone by the wayside. Doesn't matter, you know. They're all available digitally. Invested in a digital collection that I can't lose. So that's good. And you might say, oh, well, I'm not going to say anything about comic book collecting. I wish I had that huge collection of comics I had back then, but I still have a collection of comics. It's just not that big anymore, not thousands. I have a huge collection of Jerry Ordway Supermans. Big fan of Jerry Ordway. Big fan of Jerry Ordway. I think he's just outrageously good. Superman is, for me, second only to Kurt Swan. He's just that good. And yet really good. Mentioned in the same breath with Kurt Swan. Beatable. I mean, what am I doing? What's that color? Okay. Well, I probably should do it this way. Probably should just smudge this a little bit. Again, that looks a little bit better than. Yeah, you just nudge it over there. That's better. No. It's not going to take too long. We'll have to maybe start on the. I got a page that I can do. I'm going to do something counterintuitive. Actually, maybe do some counterintuitive, but I'm going to make this back here same color as the grass over there, just so it's like it just drops back there. I don't have to worry about whether it's going to advance in space. Woody Bo. Well, there they are. Yeah, I guess I have to start in the shadows. Woody Bo. Let me see. Here. I can a little bit small. Yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Oh, I like that. I am toying with the idea, though I'm not totally sold on it. To try to do something, probably not this comic. Try to do some comics in Illustrator, which is a really good program for some things because being a vector program, you can blow it up as big as you want to. You get no jackies, nothing messes it up. So I'm thinking about that. Though I've done a few experiments, and the line is really cold. And I'm really big on my drawings. Being as close, what's that? Okay. I guess there wasn't anything there. Drawings as close as I can get to the way that I make art when I do etchings, printmaking. And this kind of line is far closer to what you get out of hard ground etching. So I kind of like that, and I'm really kind of, I'm kind of enamored of it. It's got me. I'm sorry. I'll never be able to escape Rembrandt. He'll always be my go-to guy. Never get enough of Rembrandt. I'm not going to ever be in his league. They don't have those. That league doesn't exist anymore. Sorry. Cool. Notice, no black. Very important. Keep the colors from being muddy. back out of it, and don't get too ambitious with weird contrast. You can do that different ways, and just look to film. If you want to have, I'm going to do a little demo here. I'll do a shadow too. You want to do something that uses shadow to create some kind of drama. Do this. Come down here. You make sure you got no black, no black. And you want to place something on here that gives some type of a, come on, what was that? Oh, no, that wasn't it, what I wanted. Steal from old mystery movie. Once again, I screw up. Steal from old mystery movies. Actually, place some shadow in a way, usually over the face of one of your characters. And you will automatically just do a tiniest bit of smudging here. So it doesn't look like a hard line. And you'll get it. You'll get that feeling of mystery that you want. And if you engage in, what the heck is that? Yeah. Oh, I got the wrong thing. Engage in too much, like, don't dodge and burn. Don't dodge and burn. Just adding black, and muddying up your colors. That's just my opinion. You can do it if you want to. So that's just my keep my colors from going muddy on me. And that's how I do it. And then, so, and I'm a tiny bit. Okay. Same thing over here. I might as well just stay on shadow too. And since this is a warm color, that's something that you must have done in the shadow. Where did I do it? It's another color area. Where did I get that? Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm being stupid. It's probably with the shadow. Where's in the color? Where the heck did I put that? I know I think I did in the layer. I did. So that's really dumb. Okay, I'm gonna have to really get some, you drive me nuts. Okay. So I'm up here in shadow too. Ugh. I'm using that right there, making sure it has no. Okay, tone, color back. Okay. So I want to have it get increasingly darker there. Stop me from doing that. Oh, I was going to say, because I'm using a warm color, this warm color, a bluish gray, also gives a nice, more neutral tone to that shadows. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, now down here. Gotta do something to that canopy there. Okay, let me see. I better do that right now. Yeah, let's get the shadows all in. Then I can worry about that. Boy, a friend of mine, Jeannie Wilkinson, old Pratt friend of mine, posted something I had not seen before. Boy, I was glad I saw it. I'm not as big an aficionado of rock and roll as I used to be. Uh, and you just kind of outgrow it. But I watched Kennedy Center Honors Led Zeppelin. Wow! It plays Stairway to Heaven, but the Wilson sisters. Hart gets up there and does. Of course, they are completely devoted to Led Zeppelin. Man, Led Zeppelin's their thing. And then they say, oh, I guess you're very successful doing these things. You become enamored with this kind of stuff, even though you're in your 50s or 60s. Yeah, you're in your 60s or something like that. You're still crazy about them. Anyway, they nailed Stairway to Heaven. Man, they nailed it. Not like Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and whoever the other guy was in the band. Uh, they were up there just like toe tapping and swaying and going, yeah, yeah. There's a Jimmy here. Heard this guy nail the lead guitar, the solo for Stairway to Heaven. He really did it good. Heart's a good band. Those women do not mess around with guys who can't bring it home. So that was, I'm not crazy about rock and roll anymore. Just different sensibility than I have now, but that was good. That was really good. I'm gonna check it out. A little more there. And it keeps. I try to keep, even though there's shadows and everything, trying to keep the coloring so that it does not interfere with the drawing. So if the drawing drops out, which I see occasionally, people overdo the contrast. And then the color just, the drawing and just drops out. Boom. You can't tell where the edges of things are. Edges are a big deal in art. Big, big deal. So tomorrow I'll be doing this thing with Milan Kovacs, my buddy from Hungary. And isn't that cool? That's one of the coolest things about the modern world, about the digital revolution. He's over in Hungary. And we'll be, heck, he called me on FaceTime a few minutes ago. And we talked for a second. And he said, he's on the other side of the world. Isn't that cool? You could never do that before. I used to have to save up money to make long distance phone calls. No. Oh, let me see. Maybe a little more there. Oh, I can't believe it. It's only half hour in and I'm on the verge of putting this thing to bed. Let me look upstairs. Yeah. Oh, boy, Dougie. Well, that's crazy. Well, oh, I forgot a couple of days ago to give some kind of skin tone to the old man's lips. Yeah, I did it. Anything else to do? Let's look at it from a distance and not bad. Yep. Oh, yeah. Now we go back over to page 2, which is what I want to do this. Grab that color there. That's over here. Okay, let's enlarge it so that I can do that. Well, it's a little anemic for our purposes, isn't it? Okay, better. Okay. Well, that means I have to do some type of another shadow over the edge of that sucker. And I'll do it over this shadow thing. And I'm actually, okay. Why did I do these things to myself? Okay. So, I guess I could just really, I can just draw on here with my shadow. What's there? Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think that's it. What are you thinking in there? Anything in there that's just like killing me? And there's a point in doing anything, which is an old problem I noticed many years ago when I was seeking to actually get a handle on this art thing. That it's real easy to push something too far, and then you can't bring it back, which is not as huge a problem in the digital world because we have multiple undos, and you can go back and get a raw file and redo things, but you can't do that. Well, when this happens when you're painting and everything, you just rub it out, rub it out. So I'm gonna save that sucker. So I got to page 99. Boy, I've got about 48 pages to go. 49 pages to go. I'm finished. I have to do this quick Kickstarter thing quick because I think I want to do a. I found a shadow thing I need to do. I want to come out with maybe 2 issues of this. So I have done before the end of the year. See how that happens. Maybe I'll take a poll and see how many people would actually go for this. I might do the first publications as limited editions, like I would do with etchings and lithographs, cuts, and then the whole shebang would be a large 152 page with the covers graphic novel, and then we'd by that time I'd be working on this. I'm going to have the second book going, which is what happens to these guys later on. And that'll be fun because I know what happens. I know how cool it gets. Okay. Save it. Now, page 101. Since I haven't got page 100 done, I've been lazy. Page 101. There's page 101. And it's 101, so it'll be on the right side. So I need to open up righty, righty, righty. Here's righty. Now look at page 101, and I reduce it to 6.25. This thing's got a laser. Copy it. And stick it in there. And then hit shift. They've done some changes on Photoshop 2018. Instead of using shift to constrain proportions, you shift so that you can do the damn thing you want to do it. Free form it. Okay. So layer it. Well, what's your problem? Okay. That's gonna be the border. So okay. I do like the idea that I can hit shift F5. Well, that thing's white. Shift F5. That thing's white. Bring it over. Yeah. Okay. F5. So right here, border here. Ah, that's not what I want. That one. I didn't work. A little too wide. Just like this. Dookie. Shoot. Yeah. Cover up that line. Man, I really have the same problem over here. It's here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I just lock that thing. And then I turn to a grayscale so I don't get color artifacts when I adjust the levels and turn this into an ink drawing. I'm not the first to do this by any means. Okay. So now we have, now we need to do several layers. Boo. Page 99. Did I have watercolor? Yeah, I had watercolor. Okay, so let's go copy that, stick it here. That gives me my watercolor layer. These are multiply. It's only 41 minutes into this. Dang, I'm cooking with gas, aren't I not? Okay, this is color, tone, shadows. Okay, tone. Now you hit it, Shift F5, and you just do color, and it's the same color every time. Uh-oh, I made a boo-boo. Change the mode to CMYK. Don't flatten, D to D. I think I demonstrated a couple of days ago why it's important to show CMYK. Trying to get rid of, make sure you don't get muddy colors with black, doing squirrely things to it. If you use RGB, it doesn't tell you anything about black. Let's say we go down over here and there's 29% black. Doesn't tell you anything about that in RGB. Nothing. Nothing. So this is where you find out whether or not you have any black in it. Keep colors from getting swirly looking. You gotta get over here. It's usually over in this quadrant here has no black. This quadrant here has no black. This quadrant over here, it's down in this area you get black. Anyway, I want to cancel that. So look at and I am a great aficionado of Flannery O'Connor. If you've ever read her book, she is one strange little cookie. I absolutely love her. She's so intelligent. So unafraid. She's so unafraid. She just like shows you the ugliest things in life and tells you, something. Don't blame the world for this. This is something you embraced. You can get out of this. And there's a film, a documentary that you can watch called Flannery, FlanneryFilm.com. It's where it is. And for $10, you can watch this really fine documentary on her. And I'm going to watch it maybe later this week. I've been really working hard on the comic and teaching and stuff like that. But, it'll be up there for a while. So she's a tough cookie. She's a tough cookie. She does all types of stuff that writers these days just wouldn't have the guts to do. And I think it had she denied that it was a factor in her work, but the suffering she went through with lupus, which is real suffering, not this penny ante stuff that people call suffering. I'm talking about suffering. Have your legs all swollen up, can't walk, and do anything for yourself. She had to move back to Georgia from New York, where she was living, because she couldn't hack it. She couldn't do it. New York's a tough town. You have to be in pretty good health to live there. At least I think you should be. When I started having health problems. I got the heck out of there. When I couldn't run from the muggers anymore. Sorry, I'm out here. Especially wouldn't want to be living there now. Oh boy. La 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 la. Nope, not me. I don't want that. I want this. You'd have to know something about the South and about how people negotiate, understand. These guys are chewing tobacco and talking about trading cows and pigs and stuff like that. And my dad was a salesman, one of those kind who never knows if you're going to have another sale again. And this is where this is coming from. Where it's called dickering. I don't know actually what that phrase really means, but it has to do with when you make your pitch and you're deciding what to do. You shut your mouth. You don't talk anymore. The first person who talks wins. The first person who talks loses. He said it worked every time. Well, at least worked a pretty good part of the time. He didn't smoke a cigarette while doing this, which is not what I would recommend. Cigarettes are horrible things. I smoked for a while. I gave it up 28 and a half years ago. Thank God. I do not miss it. Not in any way. You can smoke all you want to, but if you're an adult, if you're a kid, well, then you want to mess with your health and like that. Anyway, there we go. Well, these guys are chewing tobacco. They're not smoking cigars or anything like that, or smoking cigarettes. They're chewing tobacco. So let's I'm gonna have to save this as 101. Save it to my cloud documents. They give you a huge amount of cloud space with Adobe Creative Cloud. It's such a cool thing. I love Adobe Creative, man. It's so wild. Anyway. Bitey. Anyway. So we're going to go from Grandpa, who's kind of pinkish right now. Everybody's going to have that. Oh, no, we're doing. I think it should be up here and a little up there. Okay. They cut themselves what's called a Flannery would have known about chewing tobacco. She probably didn't chew it herself, but people chewed tobacco and dipped snuff and stuff like that. That is just simply powdered chewing tobacco. Still have to spit. Ugh. Do 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 do. Gotta keep an eye on the time because at about 1:50, I'm going to get out of here, get ready for my college class. Got a feeling we're going to be online all semester. I know we're going to start out the school year online, uh, and until I see it, go face to face. I'm planning for online. Wish I got it all pretty much all done. Maybe I'll flesh it out when we got 16 weeks to work with. And it's working. That's one of the things I love about what's going on. Hey, this whole COVID-19 thing has been a real pain in the tootie. But I've developed a few techniques using these using using online tools where I'm really getting across to kids what they're supposed to be doing, create academic work, which is about all you can do these days. Get it across to them, and then they'll have to deal with it later when they get older. That's one of the coolest things about teaching when you actually teach. Somebody actually learns. You get older, we're doing this like 30 years or so. It's hard to go anywhere without somebody saying, Mr. Taylor, do you remember me? I almost invariably do. I don't remember names. It's been thousands of kids that don't remember. Some names I do. I had a young man who was in my classes in the 2000s, and he graduated, went on to a major university with a Bill Gates scholarship, and has gotten scholarships all along. If you get the Bill Gates scholarship, these scholarships just open up. People just start giving you scholarships after scholarship after scholarship. Because if you got the Gates scholarship, well, then you're probably worth giving this scholarship to. Got all the way through medical school without any debt. Proud as all get out of that kid. I remember his name. I'm going to say it here online because nobody's business. But I've had some outrageous kids. They actually come to you and remember the things you taught. That boy, better. Every time I look at this color, I think here Tua is starting to practice. And when he does, I don't think they have a snowball's chance in you know where. It's Kansas City Chiefs. It's just that's sorry. You're gonna have to wait until um, you have to wait until that team doesn't exist anymore before you get anything done. That team is going to dominate for years. I think they're going to dominate for years as long as Kelsey's with them, as long as Mahomes is with him, and he just signed up for a 10-year contract, making more money. You shake a stick at it. Dang. More power to him, buddy. What I can tell you is okay, kid. Uh, uh, they're not going to be able to do nothing. Nobody's going to be able to do anything against these guys. See that stuff's going to be um, grayish thing like that, and yeah, about like that. That's some kind of looking at that those rolls. Okay, and overalls over here too under. So tomorrow I'm going to go in from all the way from my sketch, clean up to coloring. Um, this variant cover for All Stars, for All Star Comic. It's not All Stars, it's All Star Comic. I've got a longer show tomorrow because I don't have to teach. There it is. So I can get the whole thing done. Well, no, that's not what I'm doing. Today. La la la. Okay, hat color for Paul. He's got a slightly different hat on today. Okay, this is Paul's hat. Okay, I'm gonna have to smudge that a tiny bit because it went all over the place. Okay, cut himself a chew. In the country, they would call it chaw. chaw, chew, same thing. Try to have 100 done tomorrow. I think I have to do 103 also. I got lazy towards this part of the book and skipped a few pages. I got it in my sketchbook. I don't know why I didn't do them. Oh well, didn't hurt anybody. What color hat am I gonna give this guy? Don't want any of that in there. Let's see what kind of hat that might make. All these just flat colors. Yeah. We got this over here too. Oh, numb hand. La, 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 la. Fortunately, nobody's watching. Okay, this hat. Same guy over here. Wonder what am I going to do to get this pig? So they're going to lose their pig. This is a good pig too, from what I can tell from the way I wrote it. It's a real good pig. Oh well. Pig's not a walk in the park unless you're Arnold on Green Acres. Yep. There's that. Might as well put that in there. La 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 la. Well, I got about 10 minutes to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably take a cool gray, a chromatic gray. A chromatic gray is made from mixing neutral, mixing about all three of the primary colors. Mix all three of the primary colors at 20, 20, and 20. You get that color right there. Now you add a little more cyan, and you get that color right there. Add a little more cyan, and you get that color, which is the color I kind of want. I'm gonna add make it 50, and then make this 30. Make this 35. I'll make it 30. That's what I want. Yep. It's a cool gray, which will help with the tones of the which is on the warmer side, as parts of them are. These warm and cool colors never bond together. We don't do closure with warm and cool colors. They always are distinctive from each other. Mm. Maybe I'll just use this color too. It's all the same stuff, I guess. And I should have done that. That's not. Be out here in a few minutes. See if anybody cared. like this. Even then, I can't touch. My hands are numb right now. Oh, wow. About like this. Yeah, moving towards myself is a lot easier. Not perfect, but what the heck. Okay. Okay, so about 4 minutes. I'm going to start thinking about closing shop. Okay, over here. Okay. Oh, boss hat. That's not what I wanted. That right there. Yeah. So I guess what I'll do with this page, well, let's see. 99 to the 86, 87, 88. 86, 87, 88. Okay, that's this week. 9, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 5, 96, 97. 89, pretty much about a month. So that's good. Best to be a month ahead of yourself. Gives you time to do variant covers and cool things like that without having to say, I got a lot of work to do. But I'll say that now. I got some free time. Even if it's only a couple hours, it's still cool. Do something like a variant cover, which you'll see tomorrow. And I believe Dylan will show up for an appearance on my show, maybe my first guest on my little show. And that'll please me to pieces. He's a good guy. Okay, I think we're done for today. Oh, now anyways, yeah, I got saved. What it looks like right now. Okay, it's getting there. I got to add a little bit of warmth to it. What we did today. And then this and that. And then we'll start to work on um, I want to save it as that. Leave it there. And then leave this, that. There's where we are. So I gotta go teach. And I will see you tomorrow with a variant cover of All Stars. Are not All Stars are Bright Comics. Right there is your your address to go to Kickstarter and look these guys up. Okay? I would. So I will see you tomorrow.